Hey, good evening. This is Ken Walls coming at you. Listen, this isn't Breakthrough Walls tonight. However, I think that what you're going to hear tonight is going to help you have some breakthroughs, but this is not the official Breakthrough Walls program. So I have a very, very dear friend of mine and special guest on the show tonight. But before I bring her on, I want to show you this really amazing video that I'm just going to show it to you. It's really amazing. Check this out, and I'll be right back after this video.
Our next speaker has been a successful financial services and automotive entrepreneur for over 25 years. In 2016, she was named Top 100 Women in Automotive by Automotive News. She formed Lisa Copeland Global Enterprises, a business growth coaching, consulting, and executive education firm that helps business owners and entrepreneurs build more scalable and successful businesses that grow faster, generate more profit, and require less time to run. She is also co-author of Crushing Mediocrity, 10 Ways to Rise Above the Status Quo. She travels the world, speaking to audiences and consulting for organizations that are committed to purpose, profits, and people. Everywhere she goes, she instills her personal mission for one big life. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Lisa Copeland.
Doesn't that make you want to meet Lisa like right now? So listen, I'm going to go ahead and bring Lisa on camera. Lisa, welcome to the breakout session for Breakthrough Walls, I guess.
Well, hi, Ken. I love that video so much. It makes me want to meet Lisa.
You're like,
will the real Lisa Copeland please step forward? The boring gal who's in her study tonight doing Facebook Lives. I'm with you, so that makes me happy.
That's awesome. Well, you are, you've become, and we've been Facebook friends for a long time, a couple years, I think. But I haven't really, I've only known you for about a year now, right? And so, like, we've gotten, in fact, I was sitting in that office right there with you a couple weeks ago. But
Oh, yes, you were fixing something, I know. Building my store, working on my websites, giving me advice. Yes, you were in this office all day long. In fact.
But, I got to say this because, like, you and I probably talk at least once a day via text or email or phone calls or whatever. And sometimes it's way more than once a day, but
sometimes it's help.
Yeah, but it's a lot of times though. Like I want to give you some credit because you are, like, first off, you broke the world sales record with Chrysler, right? With your Fiat dealership.
Yes. So my sales team. My awesome and dedicated sales team. So I had the honor of leading the greatest team in the nation, and they broke the world sales record for Fiat sales in June, it was in June of 2012. It was actually in May of 2012. So yes. Like, so I had the honor of being the leader.
And here you are, and I'll brag a little bit about you since you won't brag about yourself. Like, you've got an unbelievable car. It's really a nice car, but and your house, everything about you is just super high class. And I call on you for advice. Like, you're one of my mentors. Like, I know I get the opportunity to help you out on things, but you've helped me out a lot too, though. Like, I bounce ideas off of you. I bounce, thoughts, and you have given me a lot of guidance over the last year. You've helped me tremendously and my family. So I'm very, very grateful for that. You're
I love your wife.
I know.
I love your wife. You, me, and your wife are on the same diet right now.
I know. It's incredible. So
Oh,
I
yes.
think that what you bring to the table, people, I don't think that the people that aren't in the automotive space, because you run in the same circles as Grant Cardone and all these massive speakers, and you're a speaker and you're a best-selling author, and you've got, like, I know you're working with a lot of Fortune 500 companies. Like,
Yeah.
you're a consultant. These companies call on you for guidance. And so I just love the heck out of you. I think that you bring a lot, and I heard about what you're doing, obviously, through the website stuff. And I kind of wanted to get you on here just to talk about, what is this what's this course, all this stuff that you're doing? I want people to hear about this and know about this.
Well, thank you. So my co-author, Renee Bangelsdorf, and I, 2.5 years ago, wrote this book, Crushing Mediocrity, 10 Ways to Rise Above the Status Quo. And everybody says to me, Lisa, how come, you wrote this book? And I said, well, what does any ex-car dealer do? You sell your car dealership, you write a book. But no, really, we wanted to, we were two women who broke glass ceilings in highly male-dominated industries. And love the industries that we serve, and we love the men that served alongside us. So it was never anything like that. But along the way, we met some really, really amazing people. And so not only did we want to tell our story about crushing mediocrity, and Ken, simply what mediocrity means is living in the middle, right? So Not everybody wants to crush mediocrity. Some people are happy with the status quo. But I'll tell you, those are the same people who let their kids take participation trophies.
Right.
It's like, oh, Johnny, I will, of course, my kids played to the death because my husband and I made sure that they were in competition sports from the time they could say anything. But, I was at a soccer game of young people recently, and it was the end of the season, and I see everybody on both teams gets a trophy. And I'm like, why even try? Why even try? I mean, if there was not a winner or a loser in the Super Bowl, do you think anybody would watch it?
No.
Do you think anybody would advertise on it? I mean, we live in a business world where you need to win, and you have to play to win. But there's a cadence, and there's a proper way to play to win. And it starts with defining and understanding what your underlying purpose is. So Renee and I spent close to $100,000 between executive coaches, media coaches, all the people we work with at a crazy level, helping us pull it out of our head, helping us curate all of the content. Then, of course, we've sold thousands and thousands of books. We surveyed many of our readers. We pulled together that information. We pretty much came up with a Crushing Mediocrity 2.0.
Right.
Because the big feedback from the book was, oh my God, we love the book. We love the stories. We love the people. I want to be them when I grow up, but how do we do it?
Right.
Renee and I just laughed and we're like, damn, what we didn't put in the book was the how-to. All we gave was the great stories, right? And so about 6 months ago, we came together with our media company out of New York, and I downloaded probably 1,000 pages to them, way much more than what the book manuscript ever thought about being. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is the research we have done chapter by chapter. There's 10 chapters in the book. Yep. And this is the research we've done. And we want to do a module on every chapter with a worksheet so that everybody can do the work chapter by chapter. So by the time they get to chapter 10, and of course, Renee and I are on video alongside you, annotating the book and talking about the book and the people in the book and, where they are today and that kind of stuff. But we want them by the end of chapter 10, we want them to crush mediocrity. And the only reason somebody won't do it is if they don't do the work.
Right. So I think, one of the things that, and I'm getting feedback. Is your volume turned way up? Maybe if you turn your speakers down a little bit.
Okay. Is that better?
Yep. I think so. So if, one of the, and I'm sure you've done this. I mean, I've done where you read a book and you're like, you get done with it and you're like, Well, they were really good at pointing out all the problems, but
Right.
what's the solution, right? And so and I remember you and I had conversation about that prior to, like, about all of this, right? Before
Yes.
you guys even started filming, and it was like, that's
Well,
brilliant.
You were a big reason that I decided to take all of the content that we have been gathering, to get Renee and I in the same state. I mean, on the same continent is one thing, then to
Yeah.
the same state, then to the same city, and then free our schedules, almost impossible.
Right.
But we, after having a conversation with you one night, and I said, I have the content. I have it all.
Yeah.
And you really encouraged me. So I was filming, Fierce,
Yep.
which is our big corporate platform,
Yep.
our big corporate membership site. And so I decided, I told my camera people, I'm like, we're going to cut one more day out of this, and we're going to film Crushing Mediocrity.
That's
And,
awesome.
it's unscripted, which is so cool. Totally unscripted. So, whereas in Fierce and some of the other ones, I'm on teleprompters because I've got to make sure this was from our
Yeah.
hearts. Like when you write a book with somebody and you learn people's stories and you hear the feedback firsthand when you're on the stage or doing a television interview or whatever, it's so amazing. And so we got to just reminisce about some of the stories and then talk about the workbook and the action plans.
Right.
I'm telling you, this course is a game changer, Ken.
I believe it. I know it is. And just so people know, I mean, again, you can't mention who you were on a call with. We were going to do this a little bit earlier, but you were on a call with
A Fortune 500 company who is my client.
like they're in the top 5 in the world. Like,
They are actually a Fortune 100 company.
yeah.
So yes,
they're huge. They're
which is why
massive.
yes,
right?
They're massive.
Which
is why we had to delay this Facebook
right.
Live.
I mean, they make hundreds of dollars a year.
Hey, what?
I said they make hundreds of dollars a year. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
They're a multi-billion-dollar
$1 billion.
corporation.
Yes.
And they call on you for guidance.
For sales strategy, absolutely.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think, again, I'm trying to explain, and let's talk about your co-author. Let's talk about Renee Bangelsdorf. Like, Renee is, like, I don't want to mention the private country club that she's a member of.
Muirfield.
Oh, you'll mention it. Yeah. Yeah. So
I'll go ahead and say it.
Huh?
I said, I'll go ahead and say it. She should be proud of it.
It's one of the most exclusive private country clubs in the world. It's Jack Nicklaus's. It's his
private club.
It's his club. He built it. It's right down the street from where I'm sitting right now. So, and she's a member there, and she sells jets. Jets.
Yes.
Not like the football team, but jets that fly.
No. Private aircraft broker.
There you go.
She is the CEO. And she sits on many national boards in aviation. She's very, very highly regarded and respected in her industry. She kicks ass and takes names.
Right.
And she runs a very, very successful multi-million-dollar aviation firm.
Right. And so, to that point, like, anybody watching this right now, if you had the chance to sit down with Renee and Lisa at the same time and just have a conversation about how can I change things in my business, make them better, or in my life, because a lot of this stuff can be applied to your life as well, right? So it would be worth millions of dollars to that person if they were able to sit down and pick your brain and Renee's brain at the same time. And basically, that's what you guys have done with this course. I haven't seen it yet.
I need to send you your copy
of the course.
Yes, of course.
So having access to two unbelievably successful women, and I heard you guys on the video from earlier that Renee has a giant house or something.
Oh, honey, you think my house is big? You ought to see Renee's.
Your house is huge. Well,
Renee's is huger. I don't know if that's a word. She would hit me for saying that, but Yeah, you know,
Wow.
she's very successful and really one of the most humble, kind
She
people you ever
is.
want to meet. And, you know, a little known fact about Renee, you know, people have said to me before, oh, you know, because she's so beautiful and so statuesque and everything. And people are like, oh, she's really snotty. Or I'm like, no, she's painfully shy.
Right.
And so, you know, and she's really come out of her own in the last year. I mean, you know, she's hitting the national stages. She's speaking. She's got a speaker's agent.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of her. She has another book coming out very soon, called Stand Up, and it's focusing on, empowering women to stand up for what they believe in
Wow.
and take a stand. And I'm really, really proud of her. She has a publisher on it. And, the owners, Mrs. Green, the owner of Hobby Lobby, wrote the foreword to the book.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's a super huge deal, a super huge honor. But she and Renee have served on some committees together and have gotten to know each other. And for Mrs. Green to write the foreword, the owner and founder of Hobby Lobby, for Renee's book Stand Up, that was it was probably her biggest honor besides Sharon Lecter, co-author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad and Think and Grow Rich for Women, writing the foreword to Crushing Mediocrity. So we've had some wonderful, amazing women, entrepreneurs and just legends, both Sharon and Mrs. Green. They're legends, and they have supported our projects.
And I think I I am blessed with the having your cell phone number. like I can call you anytime.
I am blessed having your cell phone number. When Renee and I are on a national radio show at 2:00 today live, and I need something done. And who do you call? Most people call Ghostbusters. I call Ken, and I was about to say that SHIT, but I can't say that.
Yeah.
That is handled in 5 minutes.
It took me 15.
Don't ever block me.
It took me 15 minutes. But I think with what again, I'm not I'm not on the level that you're at, not yet. But and I definitely am blessed in my life, trust me. But I think that people need to understand that, between you and Renee, the value of being able to work with you and train with you or have a conversation with you is second to none. Second to none. Yeah. So I want you to tell people what you're doing with this course. I wish I had a slide. Do I have a slide, or do you have a slide?
We did this on the fly. We had a slide.
You can share on Skype. You can share your screen and show anything that you have. But I'd love for you to, if you have it, be able to show people. But
I've actually got this that I'm about to copy and put on my Facebook.
Okay.
And I can put it on yours, which is really the selling proposition. But here it is. So we have two different packages. We've got the regular, the Crushing It package, and I think it's $147, and it is the full workbooks. It is the course, and then it is
I got to chime in. I argued with you and told you need to sell that for $500 out of the gates, and you did it.
I know, as did Two Market Media, who is our media company out of New York.
I know.
And I made the decision that I wanted to go out with all of our fans and friends and everybody that follows us and has been so loyal to myself and to Renee and to Crushing Mediocrity that I wanted to offer it at a price that once my greedy agents in New York took over. And I love you guys because I know you're watching. Okay, get over it. But
That's funny.
I mean, they all want to make money. They're like, they all make money on us, right? I got 2 agents in New York, my speaking agent, my media agents. Anyways, they all make money. They all take a cut. So I told them, I said, I'm going to do a launch price that you guys aren't getting a cut of, and I'm going to give it to my people, my tribe, people that have supported me over the years, who have stood in line to hear me talk, all of it. And so here we go. I'm going down here to save this. It's going to be on my Facebook page. So it's $147, and it's the most incredible value. It's all 10 chapters of our book with Renee and I talking about it, annotating it, going through it, helping you through the workbooks. Unbelievable. So that one's $147. The real deal is, because this is where all the value comes in, right? So that one's going to be $599. Excuse me. The first package we saw is going to be $599 once they get their greedy little hands on it, and it starts going out through all the big affiliate links.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we're not paying affiliates and we're not paying agents.
Right.
Then the VIP package, which to me has the most value, and I'm only offering this on pre-launch, the bonuses. Read my lips to my eyeballs, people. This is the only time, because so when I consult, my fee, it's not negotiable. It's all over the internet. It's $10,000 a day.
Yeah.
I walk in at 10 o'clock. I walk out at 4 o'clock. End of story. Those are my hours. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. End of story.
Right.
So, you break that down to an hourly rate, and I'm about $1,200 an hour. I'm more expensive than your attorney, but I'm going to show you when we get into your business or your sales organization, you're going to make that back about the first 5 minutes of, doing what we say to do. So on the VIP package, you get the same thing, the book, the workbook, the videos and the workbook. I'm reading here. You're going to get 2 autographed copies. And Ken, do you have it behind you? Because I saw it. 2 autographed copies of Crushing Mediocrity, our book from Renee and I, because we don't think anybody should crush it alone.
It's right there.
I just don't. So yes. So if you want to go through the course with somebody else and share the one course, but you each have a book, knock yourself out. Okay. We want to change the world. This book is our legacy. My next book that's coming out, which I just got a big literary agent on. I'm so excited. So I will get a publisher on it. And of course Renee's book, but they aren't as much legacy books as this is the legacy book, right?
Yeah.
And so you're going to get the workbook, the courses, then the bonuses are the two signed books, a private Facebook mastermind group. Now, I know everyone's like, everyone's got private Facebook groups. No, not one like this, because these are only people that paid to be there.
Yep.
And we will have, we'd said 1 hour a month, but our media company just told us to bump it to 2 1-hour sessions a month.
Wow.
Of us in there. Yeah. So, we're going to have you, ask questions ahead of time, because we want to answer the questions we want you to answer. But more importantly, Ken, it's a mastermind. If we're not in there, it doesn't mean that y'all can't be in there masterminding, talking, figuring out how you're going to change the world. Because I'll tell you this, a purpose without a plan is just a dream. And guess what? I just came up with that. That is the keynote speaker of me when I have to go. I've got 10 more seconds left. I have to say something.
Oh my God.
But a purpose without a plan is just a dream. You've got to be able to execute. And I know so many people, in chapter 1, one of my former employees, Stacy Johnson, who I just worshiped and love her to the moon and back. She came to work for me because she knew that I had a great Rolodex. And her dream and her purpose was to build a foster home, because she was a foster care child. And so when I hired her, she said, I'm coming to work for you because you were referred to me. I need to work your Rolodex. I need you to help me raise money. And oh, by the way, I'm going to quit in 6 months. Are you in? And I'm like, hell yes, I'm in. I love you. And so we actually tell her children's shelter is Central Texas Table of Grace in Round Rock, Texas. And check out her story. She's part of our story of purpose in chapter 1. But that is somebody who had a dream. She had a purpose. But she had a plan, and I did help put together that plan. I'm proud of that. I didn't do it all by any stretch, but I was a big part of it. But she had a plan, and then she executed to the point where she knew she wasn't supposed to be with me anymore. Like, she was struggling. She's trying to sell cars. She's trying to do this, and she walked to my office, and she's like, boss, I'm struggling. And I said, then I'm going to make it real easy for you, Stace. You're fired.
Wow.
And I'm going to tag her on this because she loves the story. But I did. I fired her, and we both cried. And I was doing a fundraiser for her the next day.
That's awesome.
So, but there's a dash in your life, right? The day you were born and the day you were die, and nobody but the man above knows what that's going to be. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to die with regrets. I don't.
No.
And so, which is why I sold my dealership 2.5 years ago, because I was done. I had rang all the bells. I'd done all I could do behind those 4 walls. And it was time for me to take me and my message to the world.
Wow.
And I will never look back. But was it hard? Yep. Was it everything I thought it would be in the beginning? No. I mean, I can go on and on about it.
Right.
It's made me who I am today. Right.
But it also do you feel like it also, like, I mean, I do web development and marketing and I do consulting as well. And
yes,
you owned a car dealership. How does that qualify you to tell me what to do? Right. You do know what to do. You have this intuition that's ridiculous, but from your perspective, like, does it matter? Does it matter what you're selling?
No, it doesn't matter what you're selling. At the end of the day, I'm a sales strategist, right? I mean, I was one of the people that helped relaunch Fiat brand back to America. I had to figure out how to sell that little car in the land of trucks and SUVs. And, but for me, it was a game, and it was a game, everything from, writing the initial proposal back to the brand to the kind of facility that we built out, which PS Tesla came in right down the street, across the street.
Wow.
We were there first. They copied us on coming into a shopping center. But business is business.
Right.
And so to understand business, to understand sales strategy, to understand people, to understand culture, to understand how to write a business plan and launch something like an automobile, like what I did. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I have a PhD, but at the end of the day, it's right here in me. Like, and not every deal I'll take, not every deal I will take, because it's not my people. But I'll tell you, I just did a big deal. I just keynoted Ambit Energy, big network marketing company, 4,500 people in the audience. Oh my God, I love those people. And,
wow.
and I'm working on a deal there for further development of their people. And so, people are people, and, and people need hope. They need motivation, but more importantly than anything, Ken, they need to walk in their underlying purpose.
Yep.
Because when you walk in your underlying purpose, you have energy and you have power, but more importantly, you have power to get through your darkest days. There were days that I woke up and I thought, why in the hell am I doing this? Yeah. And I thought, because my purpose is to revolutionize the auto industry. My purpose is to empower women, millennials, and minorities, both consumers and employees, to be all they can be. And so guess what? I have a duty. I got to wake up and go get this done.
I love it.
Yeah, but that's what we talk about. That's what we help pull out of you. That, again, Renee and I spent and are still spending money, over $100,000 on executive coaches, media companies, agents, all of that, to pull it out of us, to curate it, to make it bite-sized and consumable.
Yeah.
So that whoever takes our course, if they do the work, right? It's kind of like me this morning. I checked in. I went to Orange Theory because you and I are on that same isogenics diet. And this morning, I don't even want to get out of my car. I've had 600 calories in 4 days. I mean, I am tired.
Oh,
but you know what? I thought, I have to do the work. If I want the results that I want, which is to look like Renee in a bikini.
Yeah. Oh, God.
She looks amazing. If I want those results, then I have to do the work.
Right.
And that means I got to get my tired butt out of this car and go walk into Orange Theory and get onto a treadmill at 10 incline, 12 incline at 4.5 and 5 and just sweat my butt off. Guess what? I got to do the work. But when I was done doing the work, I felt, in fact, I think I talked to you and Jill.
Yeah.
That was yesterday, but I talked to you. I mean, I felt great. So this is no different. I don't want anybody to buy this course and put it on the shelf and say, well, it didn't work. It doesn't work unless you do the work.
That's right. So
man, I feel like I'm preaching tonight.
Do you want? Well, you are, and I love it. And again, I want to point out that I'm getting feedback again. What's going on with that? I want to point out that you don't own a web development company, yet I've been able to call you and ask you for advice on this or that, and you knew exactly what to do, and you told me, do this. And you've referred me a ridiculous amount. So I want people to understand that there's more. $147 is ridiculously. That's ridiculous. It's so inexpensive.
Well, it is ridiculous. But and I'm going to tell you guys, like, no joke. Before all the agents get their hands on it. In fact, I'm posting this for you. The real deal is in the 247 package, because I am throwing in a 30-minute strategy session with me personally. And that's a 30-minute phone call. I mean, we can talk about your Christmas list. We can talk about your business. We can talk about your purpose. I don't care. It is your 30 minutes to burn, and that's a $600 value.
That's crazy.
I'm also going to give the people that sign up for either course and share this Facebook Live, I'm going to give them the pre-copy. I don't know if that's the right word to say it, but I have another course coming out October 28th on building a fierce personal brand, right? It's all about your personal brand. Anyways, you're going to get that course. Wow. So you're going to get that course a month before anybody else gets it for free. You're going to get the $600 30-minute private phone call with me. You're going to get 2 autographed books by myself and Renee because nobody should crush it alone. I'm making sure here. And I think, and then of course access to the private Facebook group, which in both groups you get that.
Yeah.
So, it is an unbelievable value for $247. It's like, hello, do the work. And, and because we're under contract with, these guys in New York, we have to cut off this promotion on September 30th at midnight. So today's the 26th. And I put the links in here, Ken. I just posted it to your page, but it's crushingitacademy.com, crushingitacademy.com/class.
Yeah.
And that's where you would go.
I'm putting it up right now. It's on the video. It's right below right below your face now. So crushingitacademy.com/class. And $247. Patricia Lynn Burgess, congratulations. She just said, I hit the jackpot on this live stream. I'm telling you, go, like Patricia is, she's a consultant. She's a client of mine.
Yes.
That we've done some work with, and we just talked the other day about doing some more stuff, but she is amazing. You guys, Patricia, if you can get on the phone with this woman for 30 minutes for $247, do it.
Yeah.
So,
basically, it's a third of what my my fee is, and
right.
Then you get the 2 courses. Crush your fierce brand. Building your fierce brand, which is all up, and everything's loaded. Everything's done. The minute you hit it, boom, boom, boom. We're moving forward.
Did I miss that when I was typing in your web address? Did you say you get the fierce one too?
Well, what you get is the fierce, the pre-course that I've launched. Oh. It's already got done. Yes. Oh. And, let me get the exact name of it, but it's all about building your personal brand. So it's express your fierce brand voice. I had to go look at it because my agents have changed it 3 times, the names of it. Express your fierce brand voice.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's how to ensure your content reflects the voice of your brand. And boy, I'm really passionate about this because, there's just so many people out there that I see them, excuse me, I see their posts and I see their stuff and I'm like, if that's who you really are, ouch. But I don't think it's who you really are. You need to tweak this. And so, Ken, you're somebody who's excellent at a brand and building a brand and understanding what it takes. And so after people take my course, then I'm going to send them over to you, Ken, to get their websites made, to get their media done.
Well, I think that, first off, I tried to convince you. So, this is no BS. I literally tried to convince her to sell this for a lot more. And then right before we were getting ready to do this live stream, she snuck in. Oh, and they also get 30 minutes on the phone with me. And I said, what?
Yeah.
Come on. That's ridiculous. Not for Lisa Copeland. Like, we got to bump that up, add $1,000 to it. But anyway, so it is what it is for right now. If you want to grow your business, your sales career, your ability to live better, to be a better husband, a better wife, a better child. I'm kidding. No, but like to get on the phone with Lisa Copeland for $247 and get everything else that you're putting in is crazy. And Ken,
the private community. You'll have me for an hour.
Every
me
month.
And Renee, but probably Renee for only 1 hour, me for 2.
Is it once a month?
Twice a month.
2 times a month you're going
in the private Facebook community. So let's just say there's 100 people in there. Like, you get to tee up your questions 2 days ahead of time. And our commitment is that we're going to answer every single one of the questions that are teed up in the private community.
That's insane. Like,
so do the work. Just like when I showed up at Orange Theory today and I'm like, shoot me now. I don't want to get out of the car, but I got out, I did the work, and I'm better for it.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yep, I can.
Like I said, my goal is to be Renee in a bikini.
Right. Renee is amazing as well. So, and you both come with this deal, both of you.
Yes, both of us.
Like,
both of us.
That's insane.
You get both of us.
Well, you don't get 30 minutes with Renee, but you get 30 minutes with Lisa.
Yes, just with me.
And that's from now until when?
We're going to let you guys ride around on our private jet.
What's that?
And someday, we'll be doing promotions to ride around on our private jet.
Well, Renee flies around on all kinds of private jets all the time.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So, Lisa, I hope and pray that if you guys think she needs $247, no, but like, listen, this is an opportunity of your life. I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to call you a friend and call you a client and call you on your cell phone.
All the time. And vice versa.
I know.
I'm blessed to call you friend and client. And anyone who's out there who's looking, both of my websites, lisacopeland.com and carsherway.com, which is my technology company. Ken built both of them. And then we have another one that's going to be coming down. He'll actually be redoing crushingitacademy.com, and he and Jill, they are the best, the most professional, just unbelievable. So it's a mutual fan club here. Absolutely, for sure.
Thank you, but that was not necessary. I just want people to know how amazing you are, and this is a great opportunity. If you don't want the full package, it's $147 to get on the academy. Right. You get all the worksheets, you get all that stuff, and you can learn from
10 videos. And you also, so on the first package, you get an ebook. So you have the book, you get 10 video modules.
Okay.
And then you get 10, you get an entire workbook with 10 chapters of work. Right. It's just like the gym. You can't sit in the parking lot and think you're going to look like Renee in a bikini.
No, you can't.
So you have to be like me and Ken and go on Isogenics and go to Orange Theory.
And you got to put in the work.
You do.
It's not easy. Cutting calorie intake when you're me and you're used to 3,000 calories a day. Yes. I don't know what I'm used to, but like I know it started building up in my gut, and then all of a sudden you're cutting calories and it's crazy. So and it takes work, it takes discipline, and what I love about you and about your book is it's a step-by-step process. And then on top of what you're giving them in the step-by-step process where you guys are teaching it on video, you're also saying, hey, come and join our private community where we're going to be in there fielding questions, helping you in every way possible 2 times a month for an hour each time. And then also, if you get the $247 package, you get 30 minutes on the phone and a one-on-one private conversation with Lisa Copeland
on Skype, eyeball to eyeball, and we're gonna hash it out, whatever it is you need to talk about.
And she's gonna help you with whatever you need help with, and that's amazing. So go to crushingitacademy.com/class, and if you don't, that makes you a person that's not going there yet. And so, did you know? I would never say that. But I'm kidding. Go to crushingitacademy.com/class and sign up with Lisa. It's an amazing opportunity for $247. That's ridiculous.
That's right. And, and of course, everything that Renee and I do has a money back guarantee. If you don't see the value and you get in there and you go after 30, you have 30 days. And if you hate it and you're like, I don't get it, whatever. If you say that, that's just because you're not doing the work, but whatever.
Right.
We're not into it to take people's money. We're into it to change the world.
Right.
But people will not put value behind something that they don't pay for.
Right.
So we're not going to apologize for charging for the expertise that we have spent over $100,000 on pulling it together.
I mean, if you can't honestly, if you can't put $247 into your business, you probably shouldn't have one. I'm just saying.
Well, or into your life. And so,
Yeah,
we're here to serve and we want to help you
I know.
and we want to see you crush it. I mean, we want to see the world be a better place, and it makes the world a better place when you have purpose-driven people, and they're people that are others-driven. Their purpose is to serve others, not inward, not themselves. And
Yes.
I was just in Pennsylvania with Bob Berg, the author of The Go-Giver, and he and I are filming another course. I feel like I'm either on camera or on Skype at all times. But we were, I was co-starring in The Go-Giver, and and we had dinner the night before, and it's like we are so aligned, and people like you, Ken, we're just so grateful for this community of leaders that we're so aligned in what we believe, and that is to serve others.
Yep.
And to be purpose driven, because that is what will fuel you. That is what will get you through your darkest days. But more importantly, that will be your legacy. And when you define your own purpose and you live in it, when you're walking on this earth,
Yep.
then you're controlling the narrative. No one can ever go to your funeral and screw it up.
I love it. I love
Giving
it.
the eulogy.
And you're you're keynoting at the Hustle Grind Con. You're keynoting at all these giant conferences in the auto business, but not just in the auto industry. Like you're out there keynoting and doing these, like she's flying, like it seems like I'll text her, hey, you got a second? She's like, getting on an airplane right now. Like, oh my God. Like she's always flying somewhere to
It's crazy.
It's incredible though. Like,
I'm blessed. I am pretty heavily booked all the way through the end of 2019 to speak.
That's awesome.
And 10 of them are Fortune 5 companies.
That's crazy.
So, thank you, God. Without blessing and without support, without friends like you and my wonderful Facebook community and, everybody, then, my purpose would not be fulfilled, which is to inspire others, inspire others. And that's why we're giving 2 Crushing It books versus 1, because we want somebody to go through it and go, my God, this changed my life, and gift the book to someone else. And you're probably going to gift them the course too. I don't care. My job is to inspire others to inspire others. And then my purpose and my legacy on this earth has been fulfilled.
I love it. I love it. Lisa, you're amazing. Thank you for taking the time to come on here and share this with everybody. If you haven't already gone to crushingitacademy.com/class, do it now. We're going to end this now. Lisa, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. You're one of my dearest friends. And everybody go do it, because I've spent hours on the phone with Lisa. I probably owe her a lot of money. I know what her speaking fee is.
Why don't we just call it even? And we're good.
Yeah. So listen, go check it out. Go to crushingitacademy.com/class. Get signed up. It's $247. You'll get 30 minutes on a call with Lisa, and it will change your life, I promise you. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone who shared this out. I see it on the back screen here that people keep sharing it, so I'm very, very appreciative of that. Thank you so much.
Share it, because that way, if you buy the course, then you also get my free course on building a personal brand.
Oh, that's right.
So,
yeah.
There you go.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Lisa, don't hang up.
Okay.